Two things. It does what it did yesterday, or most recent, and it does what's most popular. And that is not the ambition that marketing needs. Most brands are not listening brands, and I don't care if it's a brand or an agency representing a brand. The world has demonstrated that the average human being is a poor listener. A lot of people can hear, but people are poor listeners. When you start to listen, everything is presenting itself, everything is signaling. So you start to, if you really start to dial in, you can understand that the tactics that we're doing, that our thinking, our approach are in need of repair. It's like a flashing light, flashing broken street light. And people aren't listening because they're ignoring it, because they're doing what's safe. We give them job security. They're doing what everyone else does. No one wants to disrupt. No one wants to be, quote unquote, a maverick at work. There's a reason why they call it the 1%, because everybody is willing, everybody wants, but very few are willing. And that, to me, is just part of the problem in which I see. So there's a lot of inherent laziness. And look, the human brain is trying to not tax itself by doing a lot of repeat tasks. That's how we brush our teeth. That's how we go to the bathroom. That's how we stick stuff in the microwave, because the brain gets tired. And so people show up to work under the same philosophy. How can I just do the same things I was doing yesterday? Do the things that are on autopilot I don't have to think about. The whole idea of being intellectually curious is being willing to challenge yourself from the status quo. It doesn't mean you have to sunset your beliefs. What it means is that you will push yourself to a new point of exploration to see if what you know is now relevant. I'm always looking for a continuous feedback loop of social proof. Are things exactly they say they are? Are people are who they say they are? Because oftentimes you will find, if you look for it, it's not the case. And that's okay. But I think people have to be okay with being continuously intellectually curious to understand things they've set in place now need to evolve. They need to advance. They need to change. They need to move to the next level, to the next threshold, to see what is coming. I think this whole cookie conversation is laughable, cookie deprecation. It was supposed to be deprecated like 4 years ago. But it's the Y2K for digital advertising right now. What are we talking about? If people had been intellectually curious, they would have said, well, what is a better solve than a cookie with more expansive knowledge about the consumer? And they'd have been thinking about this half a decade ago. I got all our partners ready for a cookieless future because we were supposed to be there. But the reality is cookie data is for publishers to verify that effectively there are people on their website. They are not intelligence centers around human psychology, which is the whole point of marketing, to connect a marketplace between buyers and sellers to transact, which means you have to know who you're selling to. So you have to know the consumer. But again, that's just one of the examples of the inherent laziness that's been in the industry, of people just not being intellectually curious for what is better and what is to come.